jammers, and welcome to Jams and Cocktails. I am your host, Brad Brock, and tonight we're telling some chilling tales of music and murder. Thank you, guys. That's very dramatic.
Terrifying.
Give it up for the destruction crew here joining me in the lounge tonight, Ms. Jordy Taylor.
Hello.
And the master of disaster, Derek Zoogle.
What's up, guys?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What were you going to say? You had
Nothing.
something to say?
No.
So much to say?
I was just say what up, my homies.
Nice. Well done, Jordan. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in live with us out there tonight on YouTube, Facebook, and listening in on Shore Life Radio. And thanks for the text, Derek. and thanks to those of you catching the show later on your favorite podcast platforms like Spotify or iHeartRadio. We are available to listen to there as well. Yeah, I asked Derek and Jordan to remind me of something later when the show's over. And now I'm getting bombarded by text messages. So that should be fun. Listen, you guys, wherever you're catching the show, please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you, Jordan, for that text.
You're welcome.
Speaking of YouTube, you guys. We finally smashed our 1,000 subscriber goal yesterday. What are y'all whispering about over there?
Not a thing. We're excited about the 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, pay attention, Brad.
Too poor to pay attention, baby.
To yourself.
We did. After years of working towards getting to that point, it was an incredible feeling to see that number on our channel. So thank you again to those of you that have been here since the single digits. And a special thank you to those of you that pushed us over the threshold. So we really appreciate that. And we look forward. I think we're sitting pretty somewhere around 1,012 right now.
Whoa.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah. So we're at that solid point. It was funny because Elly actually sent me a text and she was like, April Fools, I'm going to unsubscribe. Bring you back to $9.99. Because, Lord, I was chomping at the bit. Jordan knows I was sitting there and just refreshing my phone
obsessed.
every minute to see if somebody would subscribe.
For hours.
But I didn't want to solicit it. I wanted to be a genuine subscribe. So we did that. We're going to do something special for her. We'll do some sort of celebration episode soon. So be on the lookout for details for that. It is a new month.
What?
Yeah. Can you believe that? It's a new month. So that means that we've got a new keg sponsor.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's right. Jordan's looking at it for the first time. Hang on a second. Let me
Get a close up.
let me see what the heck I'm doing here anyway. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Dead air, Brad.
I know. I'm just trying to. I think I messed up somewhere. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Nah, it's all right. But it is Jaybird. So Jaybird is back again, making sure that we're not thirsty. Derek also making sure that we're not thirsty tonight.
I don't know what you mean.
But yes, so if anybody sees Jaybird out in public, be sure to kiss Jaybird.
Yes.
Jaybird,
Come here, buddy.
If you're tuning in, where was that photo taken? Was that in Vegas? Looks like Vegas, but it's great. I don't have the graphic handy, but I'll put it up at the end of the show. Also on the show tonight, you guys, we've got Derek's Bargatory. So he's going to be crafting up his special cocktail here. He's already sipping on one of them.
Glug, glug, glug.
Yeah, it's hardcore. So we've also got Name That Tune, the Jordy Files, and our Midweek Motivation, and some tunes sprinkled in there. So stick around after our Dateline bit for all that fun stuff. So we are watching the chats and comments this evening.
It was in Vegas. He said yes.
Yes, it was Vegas. Yeah, it looked like Vegas. We also have the JNC text line open, 321-345-6658. So chime in and let us know that you're out there. And, well, what are you guys saying that we get this thing off the ground with our shot of the week?
I like it.
Yeah, let's take a look. This week's shot of the week comes straight from the wild world of TikTok, where culinary creativity and cocktail curiosity collide. We stumbled across a viral experiment by none other than social media mixologist Doka Ryan, who had the brilliant, or possibly bonkers, idea of combining Werther's original hard candies with vodka in a mason jar. Simple, sweet, and strangely mysterious. The idea? Let those golden drops of caramel dissolve slowly into the booze, creating a rich, creamy, and totally mysterious flavor infusion. We have no idea what to expect, sweet perfection or sticky disaster, but you better believe we're trying it live on the show tonight. Before we dive into the taste test, here's the original video that started it all. Shout out to Doka Ryan for sending us down this delicious rabbit hole.
Werther's Originals and vodka for a week, or until something interesting happens. Oops. There's been no bad Werther's infusions yet. And now, we wait. Well, it's been a week, and Werther's has worked in absolutely everything so far. There's no bone apple teeth, but there's time for a shot. Diboja! Whoa, it works! Something about the consistency is odd. I'm perplexed. 6.5 out of 10.
All right, so Doka Ryan there. And I have to say,
He's perplexed.
the mason jar looked exactly like what he had. So, like, I'm pretty confident that we did it right.
Did you crush this one?
So I'm interested. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Ready to give it a try?
You didn't try it at all yet, Brad?
I have not tried it at all. It's been sitting.
What is the ratio?
What do you mean ratio?
It's
How many candies
it's a
in a
whole
mason
bag,
jar?
a whole bag of Werther's and
in each one?
yeah,
Oh.
and vodka.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
as Doka Ryan said, Diboja.
Divosia.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh boy. Oh boy, Derek.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is exceptional.
That is worthy of the Werther's name.
Ah, nice. That is delicious. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
I
Why don't they make this in a schnapps?
I'm sure they do. It's called butter schnapps.
Yeah, butterscotch
Butterscotch
schnapps. Could imagine that over ice.
Oh man, well it tastes like chocolate milk, I'm sure, or caramel milk.
Ooh. And
God,
the
that's
coffee.
really good.
We should put that in the espresso martini.
Well, you guys,
You should put that in espresso martini. I won't touch it.
Maybe.
I found another Werther's infusion from Doka Ryan.
Oh, of course you did.
So we have a bonus shot. Let's see what he did for this
I'm
one.
leaving Werther's Originals and Malibu rum for a week, or until something interesting happens. Are the two best things I've ever put together good together? And now, we wait. Well, it's been 4 days and something interesting happened. All the Werthers are gone. It's good or it's bad. I don't think there's an in-between here. There's no bone apple teeth. But there's time for a shot. Diboja! What? Oh my god! Wow! This is the greatest jar ever made in the existence of this channel! I'm validating our parking. It's caramel coconut! Oh! Whatever you're doing, stop it and do this instead! 50 out of 10!
50 out of 10. That's a big one.
It is a big one, and this is kind of thick. Is what she said.
All right, so he was really excited about this particular mashup here.
Thank you, sir. I have to take it slow.
Yeah.
It's burning the throat.
Oh my God.
I have a sensitive palate.
All right. Jordyn doesn't necessarily, she's not a big Malibu fan. She doesn't really like coconut.
I don't
this
either.
might be
Yeah, I
an
don't
interest-
like coconut.
But I don't know.
And I had a lot of Caribou in college. I threw this up a lot.
So Doka Ryan said 50 out of 10 for this. So Libosia.
What you said.
Oh, God. Oh, it smells horrible.
Wait a second. That's more authentic. Werther's.
That tastes awesome.
That's
not
more
terrible.
authentically a Werther's. Like,
Yeah.
clearly you can tell that's Werther's candy.
Yeah.
That is,
It has less of the burn.
yeah, well, Malibu is quite a bit less
Quite a-
alcohol.
Yeah. What if you mixed them together?
But I don't
Try
know.
it. You're the boss. You're the only one that has stuff left.
True.
That was really good.
Can I see another cup? I don't want to ruin my experiments here.
Let's see, what the hell is Jordyn doing over here?
She's
I am
now
a mad scientist
making a cocktail.
She's
now.
over here being a mixologist now.
Oh, equal parts, folks. Equal parts.
Equal parts.
Okay.
All right.
I've mixed the two.
Give it a shot. No pun intended.
I stir it. I think we might have something new.
Okay.
Give it a try. Pass it around.
nah.
You want to try?
Oh, that's heavy. That's heavy duty. I don't like that.
Oh, not a fan. Now I have 3 drinks.
Good job, Jordyn. Nice. I think that was pretty good.
You don't want to try it, Derek?
That was successful. I can mix my own if I need to.
How
I
much,
guess you have a lot.
how much
actually.
more do we still? How much is in those jars over
A
there?
lot.
Still, Derek. Oh yeah.
More than half
Oh boy, we're gonna get fucked up.
in both. Well, and we haven't even gotten to the special cocktails.
That's true.
Oh, dear God.
All right, you guys, join us each week for our shot or cocktail of the week by visiting our website at jncpodcast.com to see what we're planning, and then tuning in on Wednesday nights to see or to have a drink with us. Enjoy all of our recipes in the archive there on our page as well. So thank you for that. All right, you guys. Does everybody have their best Dateline personalities lined up here? Yeah?
I think we've been warmed up with the old people's candies.
Is ready to do this? All right. Are you guys ready out there for some chilling tales of music and murder? All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. So let me get my soundboard up because we've got a lot of that tonight. And here we go. You guys, we're going to get this started. Jams and Cocktails presents Music and Murder. That's right. I have a script somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we take a different turn. We love to celebrate music here, the joy it brings, the memories it makes, the way it connects us all. But sometimes, the story behind the music takes a darker path. This week marks the anniversary of the tragic and senseless death of Marvin Gaye. It's a painful reminder that even the brightest stars can be consumed by shadows all around them. So tonight, we're diving into the stories that are as haunting as they are heartbreaking. Legends, icons, rising stars whose lives ended not by time or illness, but by violence. We'll tell their stories not to sensationalize, but to remember, to honor the voices lost, to reflect on the fragility of fame and the human lives behind the music we still play. This is not a celebration, but it is a tribute. This is Music and Murder. We start with the American singer-songwriter Marvin Gaye. Yes, he was the heartbeat of Motown, the smooth operator of soul. With songs like Get It On, What's Going On, and Sexual Healing, Marvin Gaye didn't just sing, he spoke to the soul of a nation. But behind the music was a man at war with himself and with his family. April 1st, 1984. It was Palm Sunday. Marvin was living with his parents in Los Angeles, recovering from personal and financial turmoil. He had given his father the very gun that would end his life. That morning, a family argument turned violent. Marvin Gaye was shot twice in the chest by his own father, Marvin Gaye Sr., following a heated exchange. The first shot pierced his heart. He died moments later in his mother's arms, just one day before his 45th birthday. Fans were stunned. A musical genius taken in an instant. And by the man who brought him into the world. Marvin Gaye Sr. was charged with voluntary manslaughter. He received a suspended 6-year sentence and 5 years probation. He never served a day in prison. He sang about peace. He sang about love. But in the end, Marvin Gaye's final moments were marked by heartbreak, violence, and a tragedy too cruel to imagine. Next up on our list.
How did that happen, first of all, though? All of that. I have so many questions.
It had.
Do we not discuss?
It had. I mean, we can.
Reflection period?
We can discuss, I suppose.
How did he get out of not serving any time for anything? And also,
I think maybe because it was.
What had happened?
I think maybe because it was more of a domestic situation.
Crime of passion.
You know, and so and it probably wasn't premeditated.
He was shot in the chest.
Yeah.
Twice.
But it wasn't premeditated, you know, so.
So?
There's a lot of factors. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know, but yeah.
I don't like it.
He pled out.
I don't like it at all.
He probably pled out and got a lesser charge.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Who has Sam Cooke?
What a turd his dad was.
Next up on our list is Sam Cooke, American singer-songwriter, brought to you by Derek.
Sam Cooke. He was the voice of a generation, smooth as silk and soulful as Sunday morning. Sam Cooke wasn't just a singer, he was a movement. The king of soul, with hits like You Send Me and A Change Is Gonna Come. He broke barriers in music and beyond. But on a cold December night in 1964, that voice was silenced. At the height of his career, just 33 years old, Sam Cooke was gunned down in a seedy motel in South Central Los Angeles. The official story? Self-defense. The killer? A woman named Bertha Franklin, the manager of the Hacienda Motel, who claimed she shot him in fear for her life. Cooke had arrived at the motel earlier that night with a young woman named Elisa Boyer. She would later tell police that Cooke had tried to force himself on her. She escaped his room, taking some of his clothes, and ran to the motel office. Just minutes later, a half-dressed and enraged Sam Cooke stormed into the manager's office, demanding to know the woman's whereabouts. Bertha Franklin claimed he kicked in her door and came at her. She shot him 3 times. He died at the scene. No trial, no public inquiry. The death of one of the most influential voices in American music was ruled justifiable homicide in a single day. But to this day, fans and family alike question what really happened that night. Was it a tragic misunderstanding? Or was there more at play? A beloved icon, a suspicious story, and a life cut short at the intersection of fame, race, and power. Sam Cooke, gone too soon, but never forgotten.
Next on our list on music and murder, English singer-songwriter of the Beatles fame, John Lennon. Brought to you by our very own Jordyn.
He sang of peace. He dreamed of a world without borders, without war, without violence. John Lennon, a Beatle, a poet, a revolutionary. His words moved millions. All we are saying is give peace a chance. But on a crisp December night in 1980, outside his home in New York City, peace was the very thing he was denied. December 8th, John Lennon and Yoko Ono returned home after a night at the recording studio. As they stepped out of their limo and into the archway of the Dakota, 5 bullets rang out. The shooter stood calmly in the shadows. He didn't flee. He didn't fight. He opened a book, The Catcher in the Rye, and began to read. His name? Mark David Chapman, a 25-year-old man from Hawaii, obsessed with the Beatles and with John Lennon. Earlier that day, Chapman had approached Lennon for an autograph. Lennon obliged, smiling, unaware he was signing for the man who would later end his life. 4 shots to the back. John Lennon collapsed in the arms of the doorman. He was rushed to Roosevelt Hospital, but it was too late. John Lennon was pronounced dead at 11:15 p.m. Millions wept. A candlelight vigil in Central Park drew crowds larger than most concerts. The world stood still for a man who had asked us all to imagine. Chapman pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. He was sentenced to 20 years to life and has remained behind bars ever since. A voice of peace, silenced by a senseless violence. A dreamer, gone too soon. And a question that still echoes through history. Why? John Lennon, gone in an instant, but his music and his message live on. Spirit fingers.
Nice job, Jordyn.
Thank you.
Next on our list, in music and murder, Jamaican reggae musician Peter Tosh of the Wailers. Oh, it's back to me.
Oh.
He was more than just a musician. He was a warrior, a rebel, a prophet with a guitar. Peter Tosh, founding member of the Wailers, and later a fearless solo artist. With anthems like Legalize It and Equal Rights, he fought oppression with rhyme and rhythm. But on a humid September night in 1987, in his own home, the music stopped. September 11th. Peter had just returned home from a trip abroad, welcoming friends and visitors into his Kingston house, celebrating life. But outside, evil was waiting. They weren't just robbers. They were known to Peter. Led by Dennis Lepo Luban, a man Tosh had once tried to help. They demanded money. Peter insisted he had none. The mood shifted from tense to deadly. When it was over, Peter Tosh was dead. Shot in the head. 2 others killed, several more wounded. In the blink of an eye, Jamaica had lost one of its loudest voices for peace and justice. Loban was arrested and convicted of murder. He was sentenced to death, but that sentence was later commuted to life in prison. And yet, questions lingered. Was it really just a robbery gone wrong? Or was it something darker? Political retaliation? Silencing a revolutionary? Peter Tosh, the mystic man, silenced in his sanctuary. He once said, "Everyone is crying out for peace. None is crying out for justice." In his death, he became both the cry and the echo. Next on our list, American Tejano singer Selena Quintanilla Perez. Brought to you by Jordyn.
She was more than a singer. She was La Reina, the queen of Tejano music. Selena Quintanilla had a smile that lit up stadiums, a voice that transcended borders, and a future as bright as the Texas sun. By the time she was 23, she had already broken records, crossed over genres, and captured hearts across the world. But on March 31st, 1995, her rising star fell, fast and tragically. That morning, Selena agreed to meet with a woman she once trusted, a woman she called a friend. Her name? Yolanda Saldivar, the president of her fan club, her boutique manager, and as Selena would learn, a thief. Selena had discovered financial discrepancies and intended to confront her. Room 158, a Days Inn in Corpus Christi. Selena demanded the missing financial records. An argument ensued, and then a gunshot. Selena staggered, wounded, through the hotel lobby, crying out, "Yolanda, she shot me." She collapsed in a pool of blood. Her heart stopped beating less than 2 hours later. She was 23 years old. The Latin music world was shattered. So were the millions who saw her not just as a superstar, but as family. Yolanda was arrested after a dramatic 9-hour standoff with police, holding the very gun that killed Selena in her own head. She was later convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole in 2025. She had just begun to cross over from Tejano sensation to global icon. But her dream ended in betrayal, bloodshed, and heartbreak. Selena's legacy, it lives on. in music, in memory, in the voice of every girl who dared to dream bigger because of her.
Beautiful musician.
Beautiful.
Thank God for her.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Yolanda
Denied.
was denied parole,
Bitch.
and for
Sorry.
good reason. Next up, also presented by Jordyn,
Oh, great.
is American rapper and actor, in case you didn't know, Tupac Shakur.
He was a poet, a prophet, a provocateur. Did I say that wrong? Anyway, whatever.
You got it. You nailed it.
Oh no, Tupac Amur Shakur wasn't just a rapper. He was a force of nature. With his raw lyrics, piercing eyes, and unshakable spirit, Tupac became the voice of the streets, the struggle, and the soul of a generation. But on the night of September 7th, 1996, that voice was silenced. It was a night of lights, cameras, and chaos. Tupac had just left a Mike Tyson fight at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. He was riding in a black BMW with Death Row Records CEO Suge Knight? I don't know, whatever.
Suge Knight.
Dang, I knew it. Okay. Earlier that evening, Tupac had been involved in a scuffle inside the casino, caught on surveillance footage, by the way, beating a man tied to a rival gang. Hours later, just after 11 p.m., their car stopped at a red light on Flamingo Road. A white Cadillac pulled up beside them. Multiple gunshots fired. Tupac was hit 4 times. Suge Knight was grazed. The Cadillac sped off into the neon darkness. Tupac clung to life for 6 days. On September 13th, 1996, he died from his injuries. He was just 25 years old. The world lost a firebrand, a revolutionary, a complicated genius who challenged America to look in the mirror. The man suspected of pulling the trigger, Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, a known gang member and uncle to the man Tupac allegedly fought earlier that night. For decades, no arrests were made. Conspiracy swirled. Was it East Coast versus West Coast? A gang hit? A government plot? Then, 27 years later, in 2023, Keefe D was finally indicted for Tupac's murder after confessing in interviews and a memoir. His trial is pending, and spark it he did. Tupac Shakur, gone in a storm of bullets, but his words still burning.
Nice, Jordan. Next on our list, Murder in Music. From the other coast, the Notorious B.I.G., American rapper. Also brought to you by Jordyn. These are all the people that she knew.
Let me just carry the whole show here, folks.
In order.
You gotta pronounce everything.
I'll do my best. No promises. He called himself Big Papa, the Notorious B.I.G., Christopher Wallace. He was larger than life. Literally. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. In presence. In flow. In fame. A Brooklyn-born storyteller with a velvet voice and razor-sharp wit. His debut album, Ready to Die, defended East Coast rap.
Redefined.
I think the shots are hitting. But just as his second record was about to drop, he lived out the title that made him a star. On March 8th, 1997, Biggie was in Los Angeles for a Soul Train Music Awards. That night, he attended an after-party hosted by Vibe magazine and the Peterson Automotive Museum. Security was tight. Tensions were high. The East Coast-West Coast feud was still raw. 12:45 a.m. As Biggie's GMC Suburban sat at a red light, a dark Chevy Impala pulled up alongside. 4 bullets struck him. Oh, coincident. 1 hit his heart. Christopher Wallace was pronounced dead at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. He was 24 years old. It was a seismic shock to the hip-hop world. Oh, Lord. Only 6 months after the murder of Tupac Shakur, theory swirled. Revenge? A gang hit? Inside job? Despite years of investigation, the shooter was never found. The case remains unsolved. Some believe corrupt LAPD officers were involved. Others think it was retaliation for Tupac. The truth? Still hidden behind a wall of silence. He rapped about fame, danger, and death. And he predicted it too. But when what Christopher Wallace left behind was more than mystery. He left a legacy. The notorious B.I.G., gone before his time, but still hypnotizing the world with every beat.
Nice, Jordan.
That was rough.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P. B.I.G.
Sorry to disrespect you like that with my reading skills.
Gone but not forgotten.
Whew.
Next up on our list of music and murder, Dimebag Darrell, American guitarist, best known for his role in Pantera. This one is brought to you by Derek.
Dimebag Darrell. He was a metal god, a shredder of strings, the heart and soul of Pantera. Dimebag Darrell, with his signature pink beard, cowboy hat, and electrifying riffs, helped redefine heavy metal in the 90s. Fans didn't just admire him, they worshipped him. But on a winter night in 2004, in a small Ohio club, the music stopped mid-song. December 8th, the Alrosa Villa nightclub in Columbus, Ohio was packed. Dimebag Darrell was on stage with his new band, Damage Plan, launching into the opening chords of the first song. Seconds later, a man stormed the stage, determined, armed, and without warning. Nathan Gale, a 25-year-old ex-Marine, opened fire. He shot Dimebag at point-blank range, then continued to fire into the crowd and at the band. In total, 4 people were killed, including a fan, a security guard, and a club employee. Police arrived within minutes. Officer James Niggemeyer entered the venue alone through the back door, rifle in hand, and ended the rampage with a single, fatal shot to Gale's head. The motive? Still unclear. Some say Gale believed Pantera had stolen his music. Others blamed mental illness. He had been discharged from the military and reportedly suffered from schizophrenia. The metal world was devastated. A hero slain while doing what he loved most, playing for his fans. No time to run, no chance to say goodbye. Dimebag Darrell, killed on stage, in front of the crowd he lived for. He wasn't just murdered, he was executed in the spotlight. And the echo of the final note still haunts heavy metal to this day.
Good, Derek.
Damn.
Next on our list is a personal tragedy to me because I actually performed at this venue several times. American singer Christina Grimmie. Brought to you by me. She started in a bedroom with a laptop, a webcam, and a dream. She was a voice pure and powerful. Discovered on YouTube, celebrated on The Voice, adored by millions. But on June 10th, 2016, the dream turned into a nightmare. That night, Christina performed at the Plaza Live in Orlando, Florida. It was a small show, an intimate venue. And afterwards, she did what she always did. She stayed to meet her fans. Smiling, hugging, signing autographs. And then, without warning, a man stepped forward, armed. He raised a Glock 19 pistol and shot her at point-blank range. 3 bullets. Christina's brother tackled the shooter, risking his life to protect her and everyone else in the room. The gunman, 27-year-old Kevin James Lobel, turned the weapon on himself. Both were dead within minutes. Christina Grimmie was 22 years old. There was no warning, no note, no motive beyond obsession and delusion. Lobel had traveled from another city carrying 2 handguns, 2 loaded magazines, and a hunting knife. Security at the venue? Minimal. No metal detectors. No bag checks. Her family was shattered. The world was stunned. She had her whole future ahead of her. A record deal, a fan base, a gift. She believed in love, in faith, in music. And though her voice was stolen, it echoes through the lives she touched. Christina Grimmie, gone in a heartbeat, but never forgotten. Next on our list, world-renowned jazz bassist Jaco Pastorius. Brought to you by Derek.
Jaco Pastorius. He was electric, explosive, unpredictable. Jaco Pastorius redefined what it meant to play bass. With Weather Report, with Joni Mitchell, and on his own. He didn't just play notes, he painted with them. But genius often walks a thin line between brilliance and chaos. And Jaco. For Jaco, that line ran out on a sidewalk outside a Florida club. It was September 11th, 1987. Jaco had been spiraling, battling mental illness, drug use, and homelessness. He was bipolar and unmedicated. That night, he tried to sneak into the Midnight Bottle Club in Wilton Manors, Florida. The bouncer on duty Luke Haven. Didn't recognize the jazz legend. Didn't know the man before him had once shared stages with the greatest in the world. An argument turned into an altercation. Jaco, erratic and aggressive, was thrown out. He came back. There was a fight. One punch. That's all it took. Jaco's head hit the pavement. He fell into a coma, and he never woke up. 10 days later, at just 35 years old, Jaco Pastorius was taken off life support. The man who had once been called the greatest bass player in the world died not in a blaze of glory, but in silence. Alone. Unseen. Luke Haven was charged with manslaughter. He served only 4 months behind bars. No long trial, no headlines, just a quiet end for a loud voice. Jaco Pastorius, the innovator, the icon, the enigma. His music still thunders, but the man, gone far too soon.
Nice, Derek. Next on our list, JNC's Music and Murder. American music producer, songwriter, and bassist of the band Mountain, Felix Pappalardi. Oh, that's me. He was a wizard behind the console, a master on the bass. Felix Pappalardi wasn't just a musician. He was the producer behind legendary bands like Cream, and later a founding member of the heavy rock band Mountain, known for their thunderous hit, Mississippi Queen. But behind the scenes, the harmony was unraveling. It was a Sunday afternoon. Felix was at home in his Manhattan apartment with his wife and creative partner, Gail Collins, a woman who wrote lyrics for many of his songs and ultimately pulled the trigger. According to police, the two had been arguing. Felix was shot once in the neck with a .38 caliber revolver, and he died almost instantly. Gail said it was an accident, but the evidence? A different tune. She was arrested and charged with second-degree murder. But in court, the story shifted. Felix and Gail had an open marriage. Tensions were high. So was the volume of their lifestyle. The jury didn't convict her of murder. Instead, she was found guilty of criminally negligent homicide. Her sentence? 16 months to 4 years in prison. She was out in 2. The music industry mourned. A trailblazer gone. Taken by someone who knew him better than anyone. Felix Pappalardi, producer, performer, killed not in the chaos of the road, but in the stillness of home. Next up on our list, somebody that Jordan's going to have a hard time pronouncing.
You don't know that.
It's got more
American
than 2
banjo
syllables.
player and comedian, famous on the show Hee Haw, David Stringbean Aikman. Brought to you by Jordyn.
He was a fixture of old-time Americana. A country comedian with a banjo in hand and laughter in his heart. David Aikman, better known as String Bean, was a regular on Hee Haw, one of the first Grand Ole Opry stars to mix humor and music in a way that felt homespun and real. But behind the funny man was a quiet life, a humble cabin, and a hidden fortune. On November 10th, 1973, String Bean and his beloved wife Estelle returned home from the Opry, where he'd performed just hours earlier. The air was crisp. The leaves were falling. But something wasn't right. Inside, waiting in the darkness, were two men. John and Marvin Brown, cousins, burglars. They had broken in, searching for the rumored stash of cash String Bean was said to keep hidden in the house. When the Aikmans walked through the door, the Browns fired. David was shot and killed instantly. Gunned down in the doorway. Estelle tried to flee, but was chased down and murdered just steps from the cabin. The killers got away, but not for long. John and Marvin Brown were arrested, tried, and convicted of first-degree murder. Both were sentenced to life in prison. Marvin died behind bars. John was paroled in 2014 after serving over 40 years. What did they steal? Almost nothing. The money? Never found. Rumors swirled for decades that String Bean's savings, thousands in cash, were hidden in walls, under floorboards. Some of it was even discovered years later, rotted by time. The fans knew him as funny, but his final moments were anything but. David String Bean Aikman laughed with millions, but died in honor, at home, in the hills he loved.
Nice job, Jordyn.
Thought I'd butcher that one.
Next on our list of music and murders, American musician of the band Riot, Rhett Forrester. Brought to you by Derek.
Rhett Forrester. He had the look. He had the look. The sound. And the swagger. Rhett Forrester fronted the hard rock band Riot in the early 1980s, known for albums like Restless Breed and Born in America. He had pipes of pure fire and a stage presence to match. Though his time in the spotlight was brief, his fans never forgot the voice or the fury. But in January 1994, that voice was silenced on a city street by a man who wanted his car. January 22nd, Rhett Forrester was sitting in his car near a friend's house in Atlanta, Georgia, when he was approached by a group of men. It wasn't a fight. It wasn't a dispute. It was a carjacking. Forrester refused to give up his keys. The attacker pulled out a gun and shot. Rhett died on the scene, just 37 years old. A rocker, gone in the dark, over a vehicle, worth just a few $1,000s. The killer? Never caught. The case remains unsolved to this day. No motive beyond theft. No trial. No justice. He wasn't a household name, but he was somebody's hero. And he deserved better. Rhett Forrester, he left it all on the stage, only to lose everything on the street.
Nice, Derek.
Wild.
Next on our list, we're very close to the end here. American musician and saxophonist of the band War, Charles Miller. He was the sound behind the swagger, the sax that made you move. Charles Miller was a founding member of the band War. The force behind iconic hits like Lowrider, Why Can't We Be Friends, and Spill the Wine. Whoops, that's not right, is it?
No.
His saxophone wasn't just part of the music, it was the attitude. But in June of 1980, Charles Miller played his final note. June 4th. Charles had just celebrated his 41st birthday. A father, a husband, a sole survivor of the 70s funk revolution. But on this night, he encountered violence instead of applause. The details, scarce. The motive, still unknown. Miller was fatally stabbed during what police called a random street robbery, and he died later at the hospital. No suspects were ever arrested. No witnesses came forward. Just silence. A man who brought joy to millions, taken by an act of violence no one saw coming, and no one has solved. Charles Miller, he gave the world groove, and he was repaid with mystery. The case remains open. The questions remain unanswered. And finally tonight, American singer John Whitehead of McFadden and Whitehead fame. This story is brought to you by Derek.
John Whitehead, the voice behind an anthem. Half of the legendary duo McFadden and Whitehead co-wrote and sang the timeless hit, Ain't No Stoppin' Us Now. It was a rallying cry, a celebration of resilience, pride, and pushing forward. But in 2004, that forward momentum was brought to a screeching halt. May 11th, it was just another day. John Whitehead was outside his home, working on a car with a friend, right in front of his West Philly house. Broad daylight, nothing out of the ordinary. Until it was. Two gunmen appeared. No warning, no words. They opened fire. Whitehead was shot multiple times in the back. His friend was wounded. The shooters ran off into the morning light and vanished. John Whitehead was pronounced dead at the scene. He was only 55 years old. Police called it a possible case of mistaken identity, but never confirmed it. Was it a hit? A random act of violence? A warning meant for someone else? No suspects were arrested. No motive ever confirmed. And no one ever came forward. John Whitehead inspired millions to keep going, to never quit, to rise above. But in the end, John Whitehead became another soul lost to the senseless street violence. A man of music, a man of faith, and a murder that remains unsolved.
Yes. Nicely done, you guys. We hope you enjoyed this segment of Jams and Cocktails Presents Music and Murder. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go away, because we've got Derek's Bargatory and Name That Tune up next. You're tuning in to Jams and Cocktails. Don't go away.
Jams and Cocktails will return in a moment. But first, a shout out to our April Keg sponsor, Jaybird. Thanks for keeping the beer flowing. Would you like to become a JNC Keg sponsor? Reach out and ask how. And now, back to the jams and the cocktails.
Baby, I can see you're calling. A guy like me, you should get a warning. I'm dangerous, you're falling. There's no escape, I can't wait. And once we start, I'll steal your heart. I'm dangerous, you love it. Too high, can't come down. I got your head spinning round and round. Do you feel me now? With a taste of my lips, you're on a ride. I'm toxic, you're slipping under. Taste of a poison paradise. You're addicted to me, don't you know I'm toxic? And you love what I do, even though I am toxic. It's getting late, I should give you up, but you took a sip of my devil's cup, and slowly it's taking over. With a taste of my lips, you're on a ride. I'm toxic, you're slipping under. Taste of a poison paradise. You're addicted to me, don't you know I'm toxic? And you love what I do, even though I'm toxic. With a taste of my lips, you're on a ride. I'm toxic, you're slipping under. Taste of a poison paradise. You're addicted to
we are back, and we're going to send things over to Bargatory for Derek's drink concoction. Let's head over there and see what Derek's drumming up.
Hey guys, gonna make a Spider-Man drink tonight. Sent to me by Ann, one of our listeners, one of our loyal listeners. She gave me this idea. So we're gonna start with 3/4 of an ounce of tequila. We're gonna use the Bracquila that Brad has. This might sound familiar to you guys, but yeah, enjoy it. Got 3/4 of an ounce of vodka. Three-quarter of an ounce of gin. Three-quarters of an ounce of rum. If y'all don't know, this is the start of a beautiful Long Island iced tea, but we're going to change it up just a little bit. Three-quarters of an ounce? What are you talking about? We got half an ounce of simple syrup. We've got 1 full ounce of Mr. Stack's sour cherry schnapps. That's 2 half ounces in case you all haven't done math. Yeah, mathing.
We've been drinking.
A little bit, little drinking tonight. We're gonna pour that into our mixing cup. Give it a little shake. Make sure it's nice and cold. Nobody wants a warm cocktail. Since how I use the ice for my cup, you would normally strain it over fresh ice. I'm gonna use some of our ice here. Fill it up.
Now you're raw dogging it.
We are raw dogging it. We're going to add a little bit of the Monster Ultra Blue energy drink. I got the Monster Blue Hawaiian just because I like the flavor. Couple of shots of the bitters. And then top it off with some blue curacao. Got the red and blue for Spider-Man. This is our Spider-Man drink. I'm going to give it a little mix. It turns purple when we give it a little mix. And
Here, hold it up to the camera so they can see.
Beautiful.
The colors separate like that.
Gorgeous.
This one will be for Brad.
Oh, God.
I've already drank mine for the night. I can't do more than one a night. Although, you know what?
Just, yeah, have a little sip in there.
We'll make one for our behind-the-scenes guests to try.
Oh. Elly?
They don't know that yet.
Oh.
Well, I was going to cheers you with this crazy drink you made us earlier.
Well, too bad for that, because now I'm going to make one for Jordyn and I to drink.
Oh, boy.
That we're going to reprise one from last week that I was told I made with the wrong type of soda. So, we're going to take Crown Royal Peach once again. And it's going to be equal parts Crown Peach. and our zero sugar Dr. Pepper Blackberry.
Very important.
Love that sound.
Viola.
And there we go. We had the drink that Brad was talking about from earlier. We mixed equal parts of the Crown Blackberry and the Crown Apple to create a mixed fruit Crown sensation.
I like that name. That works. Get over here, Jordyn.
Oh.
Cocktail hour.
Come on, Jordyn.
Okay.
Bradford, let's give that a little stir.
That looks awesome. I don't know the way that it is.
These were inspired by Anne, one of our listeners, who has now dubbed me Captain Cocktail.
Captain Cocktail.
Cheers to Captain Cocktail.
I think we have a new segment here, you guys. Captain Cocktail. Cheers.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. It's better than that.
Ooh. There's a lot going on in there, girl.
Yeah. Tasting good?
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Ooh-wee.
Oh boy.
Let your wife try it.
We're gonna kick Brad off.
Oh, we're going to be shitting the bed tonight, for sure.
Again?
Yeah, but this time with passion and conviction. That's crazy. All those flavors. Now what?
Wow.
That blue one, what was that flavor that you said, because you like this, the Hawaiian. What is that flavor? Is it like pineapple, coconut?
It's mango, actually.
Oh, I hate mango, but that's
So
actually
do
not
I.
bad.
But when it's in this version, it's fantastic.
Oh, hey.
Just in time.
You know, we got special guests here.
We got a
And we
special
just so
guest.
happen to have a little cocktail for her.
Oh,
Let's give it a little mixy mix.
No,
Give a
I
little
can do
stir.
a sip. I can do a sip.
Well, come on over and say hi.
It's purple like your shirt and matches you, Jared.
It was red and blue.
Hey, look, you guys. The gang's all here.
That
Cheers.
What is this?
The
What am I
Spider-Man.
The Spider-Man.
Oh.
Hey, cheers to 1,000.
1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Tastes like Gatorade.
It's delicious. There's something going on in there that I really like.
Brad.
All right, you guys, we're going to take it back to the lounge, unless you got more to make.
No, that's it for tonight.
All right, let's do it.
Codeine.
Just a little codeine in there.
Codeine.
The heart pumping.
Yeah.
All right, all right. We are back. And Derek, that was a great session there, man. Well, listen, you guys, I hope that you all been paying attention out there, because it's time for another round of Name That Tune. Let's do it.
Don't miss this one, Mark. I didn't see it. I had my eyes closed.
It's okay. You don't have your glasses on. Oh, you want to try those?
Butterscotch and Malibu.
Oh, Jesus, Brad.
I was throwing headphones around.
Oh.
Just making shit happen, you know? That's what we're doing here. All right, you guys, we invite all of our live viewers and listeners to play along with us in the chats and comments and the JNC text line at 321-345-6658. We are looking for the name of the song and the artist or band performing it. Tonight's category is, you might have guessed it, music and murder.
Brad,
Yeah.
gotta fix the camera.
Yeah. I gotta sneak Elly in here somewhere. Oh, here she.
Mystery guest.
There she is. There she is. She's at the corner.
The smallest box.
There you are. All right.
Go figure.
Talking to it.
Hello.
There
There
you
we
are.
go. And I've joined the chat.
And you've joined the chat.
Ooh.
All right. Are you guys ready to play? As always.
We're always ready to play.
All right. Here we go.
But does it have to be this game?
Yep. Here we go. First clue.
Now let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable like Elly.
Yeah. Here's that clue again, if you need it.
Now let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable like Elly.
Is it really that easy?
It really is that easy.
It could be.
Okay,
We just read about him.
Oh.
Yeah,
Did we?
these are all people that we just went over.
We
so-
might not have, but you butchered it.
Question mark?
Yeah. All right, let's see what you guys got. It is California Love, by the way.
Okay,
California
yeah.
Love by Tupac. I gotta tell you, man, that song,
Slaps
like,
donkey.
first of all, like back in the 90s, like yeah, I guess it does.
Oh, I thought those were.
Tupac was such a polarizing character and personality of the 90s. And it's just interesting that his music is lived on to just be universal. You know, like that song particularly. Anybody that is in the ether at all knows California Love. It's the same with like Call Me Big Papa, B.I.G. I don't know.
Spoiler
You're so
alert.
cultured, Brad.
Yeah, I just, I learned it. What's cool about doing these types of shows is, like they're weird and they're interesting and it's a departure of what we normally do. But like I get to learn a lot about, these artists that inspired me growing up. So,
Okay,
anyway.
but do you think if you asked like a 16-year-old, they'd know those songs?
Absolutely.
You think?
Yeah, because a 16-year-old has a parent that's the same age as me.
A 16-year-old
And-
has TikTok, and they're on TikTok.
Yeah. So, like, their parents are my age, and I grew up on Pac and Biggie and all those guys, like, in Diddy even.
But do you think they would know who they were? Or do you think they would just know the song?
Jordyn, I can go in your closet right now and pull a Biggie Smalls t-shirt out.
Probably a
Okay,
Tupac.
I'm also not 16, Brad.
And
You
you
act
probably,
like
probably
it.
got a Tupac shirt in there,
I wish.
too.
Probably.
All right.
No, I got to get one of those for the collection.
Here is the next clue. The 16-year-old kid might not know who this is.
I got in town a month ago. I seen a lot of girls.
Start going through all the people that you've read about, Jordan.
Here it is again. Here it
Oh,
is
you
again.
have notes?
I got in town
We did
a
just
month
read about
ago.
all these guys.
I seen a lot of girls.
I know it's not him. It's definitely not. It might be him. Which one of us read about him, Brad?
Mm.
Um,
No,
know
I'm not
the
giving any
song.
hints.
Why not? While we are in a lull, I want to say welcome back to my favorite Brock. Well, you guys are tied. Jordyn and Elly are tied for my favorite
I'm not
Brock.
technically a Brock anymore.
You will always be a Brock to me.
I'll always be a broccoli.
You're always
Yeah.
a broccoli.
So, welcome back to Elly. We've missed
Thanks.
you.
Yeah, thanks for stopping through.
Yeah.
Just in time for the good shit.
Yeah.
I'm obviously just trying to buy time until chat says something that I read about him.
Once upon a time.
All right, let's see what you guys got.
Wait, I'm not
Oh,
done.
that's the song. You do this song.
I know I do.
You do this song.
Yeah, I
I
do.
knew I knew it from somewhere.
What do you got? What do you got? Come on, Derek, show me.
and
Yes, it is Sam Cooke, another Saturday night.
Another Saturday night, and I don't know nobody.
Money, cause I just got
Derek, this drink is insane.
it's good, right?
There's so much liquor in here, and I'm smashing it like grape juice.
Oh my
It's
God.
delicious.
Well, it's a Long Island only without the Coca-Cola, basically.
No, it's got energy drink in it. That's
Oh, come
this
on.
is better. Okay.
Brad's gonna charge a wall later. He's gonna tear through the house.
It's like a goddamn rhinoceros.
He's gonna
Kool-Aid man.
he's gonna clean.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna clean tonight instead of tomorrow, so he can sleep in.
True.
Yeah, maybe. I'll
might.
definitely put the trash down tonight for sure. All
And
right.
that never happens.
Holy shit!
Next clue. Here we go.
I'm hot just spiking up.
I love this song.
I'm hot just spiking up.
P.S. Happy birthday to this gentleman. Happy heavenly birthday.
I know who this is just because you said that.
Yes, happy heavenly
His
birthday.
murder day was yesterday and his birthday's today.
I know he was murdered one day before his birthday.
Trash.
Yeah, and it wasn't an April Fool's.
Let's see what you guys got.
I haven't finished. I was talking. Sorry.
Oh, Jaybird said another Saturday night was one of Chi-Chi's favorite songs. I remember Chi-Chi.
It is definitely not Let's Get It On.
Good Lord.
It's beer 30.
Jordyn, change your answer.
Is it not that? Oh, yeah, it's not.
It's not Let's Get It On. Marvin Gaye did not do Let's Get It On.
Was that Barry White?
Yes, he did.
Did he do that?
Yeah,
He did do that one.
but that was not the song.
I'll never tell. Beer 30 is slags.
He doesn't believe it. Fake news.
I know the new version.
Nice. Thank you, Kevin, for that break. That beer break, even though we're all drinking liquor drinks over
I
here.
have beer.
She got the burr.
All right.
I came just for beer 30. I'm going to leave after
Yeah,
this.
she's gone.
I get
She's
it.
out.
I get it. All right, let's see what you guys got.
Oh, I thought we didn't even drink yet,
I
bitch.
yeah. I had the same thing.
It is Sexual Healing by Marvin Gaye.
Basically the same song as Let's Get It On.
I could use that.
Basically the same.
I could definitely use some.
One leads to the other.
All right, next clue.
So iconic. There's no words. We all just know.
You don't need it. You don't need it. There's
Did-
no people.
Did they even have lyrics to that song?
living oh, they sure do. The most controversial lyrics ever. Yes.
Oh.
John Lennon, Imagine. Nice job. And finally, on this round of Name That Tune, here we go.
Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match.
Remember rapping do the heart. You never thought that
Do you have-
would take it this far.
Do you have this shirt?
Because I rhyme tight. Yeah. Sorry.
All right, Jordyn. No, you didn't need to stop. Here, do it again.
Way back when I had the red and black
blow up
lumberjack
like the
with
World
hat to
Trade.
match. Remember
Oh, what's the name of the song, though?
It's a stupid name.
I know it is.
Yeah,
Think
it's a stupid
about-
name. He never mentions it
At all.
once.
Apples, oranges, and cranberry.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'll get you.
Fruit?
Jaybird,
Fruity
Jaybird,
song?
the only one playing in the YouTube chat tonight, says, I don't know, sound like Biggie. What do you guys got? Let's see it. It is Juicy.
Juicy.
B-I-G.
The notorious one himself. Oh my Jesus.
Now you know.
And if you don't know,
Now you know.
now you know.
Dude.
You don't.
Dude.
It's homie.
Nice job. Well done.
Dude.
Where's my car?
Tubular.
All right. Well, listen, because I don't think that we. Oh,
Brad,
yes.
make sure you take the 1,000 picture.
Thank you. Can you remind me again when the show ends?
I was trying to send it to
I'm
the.
going to take a little snooze during this next segment.
I'm not gonna lie. When we had the moment with the drinks in the bar area, I thought we were maybe gonna take the photo there when we all came and
With
got
the
the
four
drink.
of us? Yeah. That
Yeah.
would have been great.
Well,
Yeah, we'll still do it.
in general.
We're-
But then I was like, oh, we're just having a sip here. Okay.
Yeah, we're still going to do that. We got to take a proper picture. I need high res. You know what I mean? All right, you guys, because we don't think that we made Jordyn read enough tonight. It's time for this week's entertainment news in the Jordy Files. Jordy.
I'll be quick.
That's what he said.
I'll be quick. Yes, it's the Jordy Files, and here's your host,
She's praying.
Jordyn.
Oh, hello.
It's a short one this week.
Yeah. Right.
And you should know how to pronounce everything.
I hope so. There's only one I'm kind of nervous about, but it's okay. Welcome to the Jordy Files. Tonight in the Jordy Files, we are going to be talking about one beloved star's final curtain call, a rock legend that faces a life-changing nonsense, and one determined musician provides it's never too late to dream big. From Hollywood heartbreak to a hopeful new chapter overseas. This is a segment full of emotion, resilience, and a whole lot of heart. But first, here are some celebrity birthdays. First, we have Zach Bryan, turning 29 today, country singer-songwriter, who has been making waves with raw, heartfelt tracks, like Something in the Orange.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good song.
No idea what that is.
That's okay.
That's okay. Yeah.
You don't know it.
No, he's a baby. Pedro Pascal is turning the big 5-0. What?
Love that dude. He is fan-freaking-tastic.
He is really, he's fantastic. From The Mandalorian to The Last of Us. He's done a lot of it. I don't know.
One of my favorite gifts to send to people is the one with him and Nick Cage driving in the car. And Nick Cage just looks like he's completely devastated.
Oh, yeah.
And Pedro's just like, oh, nobody can see it but you guys. But it's great. It's great. Find it, send it to your friends.
I don't think, does anyone call him Nick Cage?
Pedro?
It felt weird.
Or Nicolas Cage?
Nicolas Cage.
I was going to say, nobody calls Pedro Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, Nick Cage. It's just like Bill Shatner.
It's like you know him personally.
Yeah, he's my friend.
Oh, okay.
The Capolas.
I loved Pedro Pascal in Game of Thrones. I wish they would have done him better.
Yeah. They did him enough.
Yeah,
Carry on.
Anyway, Emma Myers is turning 23 today. She lit up the screen in Enid.
As Enid.
As
in Netflix's
Wednesday.
Nice
job. She was the
Yes.
colorful girl. Okay.
She's the blonde in Wednesday.
Yeah, well, you know.
She's
the
a
one-
werewolf.
She likes the colors.
Yes.
Anyway, adorable. 23. What a little babushka. Michael Fassbender is 48. Fassbender?
Yeah, he played Magneto in X-Men.
Oh, yes. Exactly, Derek. Thank you. And he was in 12 Years a Slave.
Yes, he was.
Yes. 48 today. One of my favorites.
Freaking great actor.
Blast from the Past. Bethany Joy Lenz is turning the Dubs Quats.
That's a lot of teeth.
Oh, get over it. You're just mad you don't have as many.
Whoa.
That's true. I am very mad.
If you don't know, now you know. She's from One Tree Hill. And Drew Van Acker is 39 today. He was Jason on Pretty Little Liars.
Shouldn't you say all that hair since that we're talking about things we're jealous of?
He should really play Tarzan.
Oh, yeah. No.
Be a good Tarzan, man.
I'm going to shave my head, you guys.
Not till the end of the month.
That's coming.
Oh, boy. Anyway, Bobby Jones is 40.
Bobby Jones?
Bones. Bobby Bones, not Jones.
Love him.
Is 45 today. He's the radio host of the Bobby Bones show. Wild, I know, right?
95.5.
Oh.
What?
Bobby Bones show's on 95.5.
No, it is not.
It was. Maybe it's not anymore.
On the country station.
It was on 95.5
like
for quite a while.
Or something. Maybe. I don't know. Carry on.
We have no idea. But last but certainly not least, Zaddy Christopher Maloney is turning 64 today.
Love that guy.
Yeah, he's a Zaddy from Law & Order SVU.
Have you seen the pictures of him where it's on his butt?
No.
He has a magnificent butt.
I believe it. I
We're
mean,
gonna look-
most Zaddies do.
Look it
Look
up.
to your camera. You look like an elf.
She's just a little girl. Just a
I'm
little
a real
thing.
boy.
I'm a real
I changed where her seat was when you put me there like 3 weeks ago.
I'm just under the table.
You're good now.
must zoom way out. Oh, but no, you'll have to send me that.
Yeah.
Just for science, of
Yep.
course.
This wasn't an open marriage. We talked about this already.
Looking is fine, Derek. Yeah. It's
You guys can check his butt.
It's fine.
out.
I want to
can
see
look
it.
at his butt, too,
I want to see
yeah.
it too.
So do I.
Everyone wants to see the booty.
He's fantastic.
I want
He's
that
such
shirt.
a great actor.
Have you seen that shirt that's like a throwback of him and Mariska Hargitay, or when they're in SVU? And
Mariska Hargitay?
They're flicking off the camera.
No, I want to see that.
But I want the shirt so badly. But anyway, we'll talk about that too. So after that, happy news. Sad news from Hollywood. Val Kilmer, the iconic actor known for unforgettable roles like Iceman Man in Top Gun, Batman in Batman Forever, and rock legend Jim Morrison in The Doors, has passed away at 65.
And Iceman.
I said that. I said Iceman first, but then I said man because
he was only one.
Yeah, just one man.
Val Kilmer is definitely a hit
iconic
definitely a hit to our generation.
Yeah. He passed away Tuesday night in LA, surrounded by loved ones after battling pneumonia. Damn pneumonia. Every time.
But
flipping time.
It wasn't just pneumonia because he's been sick for quite a while.
Yeah. What do you have? Throat cancer?
Throat cancer, the pneumonia, so many different issues that he had. And it was just the pneumonia that took him overall.
It always is.
Yeah. It's complications from other things.
Ugh. Tragic. But 65, what a baby.
Huh. Yeah, that's pretty young.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, a heartbreaking moment on stage. The Who's Roger Daltrey. Daltrey?
Yes, ma'am.
Sweet. Revealed during a special Teenage Cancer Trust show at London's Royal Albert Hall. We were there, Brad. It was under construction, but
yeah, we were there. Yeah,
so we didn't really see it, but we did. Okay, that he's going blind. The legendary frontman told the crowd, "Thank God I still got my voice," adding a nod.
Join the club, Roger. Jesus.
Yeah, adding a nod to Tommy, the band's iconic rock opera.
Yeah.
Oh,
good one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Daltrey.
You don't know about Tommy, do you?
Nope, no idea. Tommy Lee?
He was the pinball wizard.
Oh.
He's blind. Deaf, dumb, and blind.
Oh. Daltrey didn't share how serious his condition is, but fans are hoping it won't slow him down. As for what's next, Pete Townsend told the band still has love and maybe even more music on the horizon.
Cool.
Great. That's just wondrous. And last but certainly not least, independent artist.
Thanks for that.
Independent artist Kevin McLaughlin.
Woo woo.
Whoa, we know him.
Love that guy.
Whoa. Is proving, not providing, that it's never too late to chase your dreams. Maybe providing also, I don't know. After putting his music career on hold to raise his children, he is back and gearing up for his first international tour this summer in the UK. To make it happen, Kevin is calling on fans to help cover the costs of airfare, lodging, equipment, and venue rentals. As a self-funded musician, every contribution counts. And supporters donating $100 or more will even receive a special merch pack. Check out his live album here and learn more at kevinmclaughlinband.com. In case you don't know how to spell that, because I probably wouldn't, it's KevinMcLaughlin, of course. .com. Well, not the of course, but yeah. Okay. Anyway, KevinMcLaughlinBand.com. Sorry, I just thought I'd, put that out there. Let's help make his tour a reality.
Woo-woo.
And that's yay, Kevin. We love you. And that's all for this week. Thank you. Come back next week to see what else I can mess up. Love you. Peace out.
Nice job, Jordyn.
Thanks.
All right. Very quickly.
That was rough.
I received this from Jaybird on the text lines of 321-345-6658. And Derek, I stand corrected. If you're looking at the screen there, it says the Bobby Bones Show 95.5 The Bull. Not iHeart. That's
Never
not
question Derek
that's
again.
That's not the 95.5 here. The 95.5 here is wild 95.5. But
I didn't say that. I know
you didn't.
95.5.
So thank you Jaybird for putting it. It's convenient that Jaybird's sign is right there. Kiss Jaybird.
That's for you, buddy.
Can we pull up the picture that I sent?
Yes.
Can I text it to the?
It's 321-351-65. What?
321-345-6658.
It is a good butt, though.
Yeah.
Will it work?
Oh no, it's not gonna do. Here, I can do it here.
That's a good butt.
Maybe. Oh my God, it's just a photograph.
Yeah. Lots of butt poses.
345-66.
Oh my God, I just opened 5 of them.
What?
Oh God. So many butts.
I'm gonna crash my computer.
What's the last 2 digits?
321-345-6658. Derek, Jesus Christ, it's our number.
321-345.
321-345-6658.
Wow.
I hate you guys. I also love
the
you.
more you
strangely.
the more you say it, the more people that will
You say
hear
it so fast.
Calm the fuck down.
Yeah, it's a.
Where did I save that?
The number doesn't
Where did I
mesh
save
at
that,
all.
Elly? I don't know where I saved that.
Well, you had 5 of them on your desktop.
I did. And now I have another one. I want to save it on the desktop. See what happened? We've been drinking all night.
Yeah, you had some weird drinks. Oh God, you drank
Oh
all mine.
my
too.
God!
Did you pour it
I
in
just
there,
said
Brad?
this.
Yeah, it had ice.
Somebody-
There was ice in there. All right, here we go, Elly.
Oh Lord.
All hail Chris Maloney's butt.
Well, look at that. That's a good butt.
Is it not fantastic?
Here, let me.
There's if you just Google Chris Maloney's butt, so many pictures come up. It's insane. Why is he always standing so sexy?
Linda said, "Send it to me, Elly."
I got you, Linda.
It's
And
those
he's got.
pants.
I was
love
gonna
how
say
they
he's
put
got
little
good pants.
I love
too.
how they put little peaches on there. So good. Nice.
No, it's a good butt. It's a firm butt. Yeah.
Oh, well, that was a fun excursion. Since I don't think that we've got
Let's give it 10s across the board. Here.
What a splash.
do we need to take a break? Do you guys need
I
to
don't
take a
think
break?
we need to.
No, I think we can go.
Everybody good? You need more beer?
Oh, there's,
9:46. What are we trying to do?
there's shit on the
There's shit on the table.
There's stuff on the text message for you to read.
Derek's sending you dick pics.
Yes, I am.
Hey, Dad. And thank you for reminding me again.
Yeah.
About the,
That's good. That's good.
I've been trying since
You did.
like 8:15.
All right.
Jordan couldn't tell
All
me
right.
the
Well,
number.
listen. Well, Elly,
doing
I'm
so
glad you're
good.
here because maybe you could chime in on this midweek motivation. Here we go. All right, welcome to Midweek Motivation. This is one that really hits home for me, and I know that it affects a lot of us more than most people would ever guess. It's social anxiety. It's the tight-chested, nervous energy that creeps in when you're walking into a room full of people, starting a conversation, or just being perceived. Now, if you're watching or listening to this and thinking, Brad, you have social anxiety, but you have a podcast, you perform in front of crowds, it's what you do. Liar. Well, yeah, that's exactly why I'm bringing it up. Because social anxiety doesn't always mean that you're shy or you're a recluse. It doesn't mean that you're incapable of being social or even performing. In fact, many entertainers, musicians, speakers, and public figures, people who seem naturally outgoing, they struggle with it every day. It's possible to be on in front of a crowd, but still feel drained, awkward, or nervous in one-on-one conversations afterwards. It's possible to joke and laugh on a show, but it's, but you feel like your heart's pounding before you hit the live button. And you guys know how I am just before we go live.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's years into it. Here we are. Performing can actually feel kind of like an armor. You're in control, you're rehearsed, you have a role. But when that armor comes off, there's an anxiety, at least for me, that can hit the hardest. So I guess let's talk about some of the symptoms of social anxiety. The racing thoughts, over analyzing social interactions, avoiding social events or feeling like you're not enough in them, physical symptoms like sweating, shaking, dry mouth, nausea, fear of being judged, embarrassed, or rejected. Does any of that sound familiar to any of you guys?
I'm having...
It's happening right now.
Yeah, I'm having PTSD.
Right now.
Well, there's good news. Social anxiety is completely manageable, and it doesn't have to stop you from doing what you love. So here's a few ways to take your power back. First and foremost, acknowledge it. Talk about it. The more that we normalize it, the less power that it holds. Practice self-compassion. Remind yourself that you're doing your best. You don't need to be perfect. Prepare, don't avoid. So plan ahead for social situations. Practice small talk, set small goals like saying hello to one person. Use your strengths. If you're good at performing, speaking, or creating, lean into that. Use that platform to express yourself and connect on your terms. Here's the big one. Breathe. Literally, deep, intentional breathing calms your nervous system. It's actually a physical thing that happens. And finally, seek support. Talk to your friends, a therapist, join a support group. I know it sounds crazy, but these are very helpful things if you have crippling anxiety.
Talk to your friends.
And most importantly, know that you're not alone. I'm there with you. Anybody else have social anxiety here in the building?
Oh my God.
Well, that's why I said talk to your friends, because seeking support can be your immediate friend group.
Right. 100%.
You might not know that you're the one that has the strength to say, hey, I need help.
Yeah.
This group of 4 people, 3 of the 4 of us have admitted it. The 4th just can't speak. So
True.
Talk to your friends. Talk to the people that support you. Go out with them. Don't go alone.
Sure. Absolutely. Take a friend, a wingman. Absolutely.
You don't need a wingman to pick people up. You need a wingman to talk to when you're really struggling.
Yeah. Any insight, Eleanor? Oh, you're over there. Hello.
Yeah. I mean,
oh my God. Oh my God. You're huge now.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Yeah, you are.
Oh God.
Ooh,
Oh,
hello.
God,
There's me.
I've ruined everything.
Yeah. Cover up Derek.
I know how to do it.
With you, it's all right.
There we go.
No, I had so bad of social anxiety that I couldn't leave my house. What do they call that? Agoraphobia or whatever. Like it would take me hours of like psyching myself up, and then I still just couldn't do it. And I think one of the biggest things that helped me get out of that was being honest with myself about it and being honest with everyone else. Like now, like if I feel anxiety, I'll text you or Jordyn or Derek. I'll be like, can you guys like meet me outside just so that you can walk with me into the building? Because if I have to do it myself, I'm not going in. And that's just like being able to be open and honest with yourself with it is the first part of healing it.
Number one on the list here. Yeah. Acknowledge it. Yeah.
You have to. You absolutely have to. And then, anyone that's going to give you shit about it is like, no, suck it up. They're not your people.
Yeah,
that's not your support system. So then you have to find the people that are not inconvenienced by it and are like, absolutely, I want you to join us. So I'm going to do this little bit that will help me get you to have fun with us. Because getting there, the thing with social anxiety and anxiety in general is it's getting to your destination, whatever that destination is, whether it's performing, whether it's, having to do a presentation or a speech or a meeting. Once you're in it, you're fine.
Right.
Once you're in it, you're good because there's nothing else that you can do. You just have to get through it. But you have anxiety up until that point, and you just have to kind of like be your own cheerleader a little bit and psych yourself up and be like, what's the worst that's going to happen? What's the worst that's going to happen? You embarrass yourself? Oh, well, who cares?
And for me personally, that's where I kind of came up with this topic tonight is because I find myself, like I perform for a living. I perform in front of people in public for a living. It's what I do. It's how I earn money. I enjoy it. But the truth is, when I'm doing it, it's all good.
Yeah.
When I'm just like I said earlier, when I'm in control of the situation, when I am doing what I do, when I'm playing the part, it's all good. But the minutes before I get on set is heart-wrenching. When I'm looking at everybody in the audience, because in a lot of situations, I'm about to interrupt their whole life.
Yeah. Everyone's eyes are about to be on you.
They're eating dinner. They're having
what
drinks.
The fuck is
they're
this guy
watching
doing?
the ball game. They're doing whatever, I've been hired to do a job. I come in and all of a sudden it's like, I'm going to make some noise, and everybody looks. And
how many times have you been in a situation, because you've been playing music for 1,000 years, right?
Yes, thank you for that.
But how many times have you had like bad interactions?
Oh, tons. It's and that's PTSD. Like that goes deep.
But that causes the anxiety as well. So like if you have those bad situations, because I think that's where a lot of anxiety comes from, is you've been in one situation that went not great, and
trauma.
now you're
it's trauma completely.
Yeah. So once you realize, like not every time is like that. You're just like, but I've handled it all in the past. I can handle it.
Yeah, I hit the first note. I look around the room. I see, like, my biggest thing is, am I too loud? Am I am I really disturbing people? And I'll look and I'll see. But then I just get in the groove and I go. And then the next bit is when I get off the set and somebody has the audacity to come up to me and say words, listen, honestly, please come and talk to me. It's actually wonderful. Ask me about my setup. Ask me about my thing. I love doing that. But that initial thing, I want to run and crawl under the nearest, anything, bridge, anything.
So you're a performer, Brad.
Yep.
We're on YouTube. We're on social media. But to take it down to a lesser level, okay, there have been times where my anxiety has gotten to me so much where I've reached out to Elly, I've reached out to Jordyn, and it's literally been, I can't do this today. I can't go in front of people on YouTube. I can't go in front of people on the internet and handle this. And going through the steps, I've acknowledged I just can't do this. And just to mix up some of your stages here, it has been one of you that have reached back out to me and said, you know what, Derek, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to, but we're here for you if you do.
100%. Safe space.
And then there's that, you know what, I have support. I have the people that care about me. It might be one person. It might be two people. It might be three people. It might be 100 people that support you in what you're doing. It doesn't matter how many people it is. It could be, like I said, that one person that says, hey, it's okay if you're not here, but we'd really like you to be there.
Sure.
And that person gives you that self-compassion to say, you know what, I've got something to add. And then you have that prepare, don't avoid, like you said.
Yeah.
Because you've got those people that support you 100%. You guys have supported me 100%, even when I've felt the lowest of my lows. And seeking that is a strength. Use your strength. Use the people around you to make you feel like you're worth a damn. Sometimes you don't feel that way. But the people around you are that strength. That's why you have to build that. And, of course, breathe. Just be like, I've got this.
Literally,
because I've got
breathing is underrated.
Support. I've got the support that I deserve, that I need. And you guys personally have been there for me, There are people out there for you. We are there for, if you are watching this show, we are there for you. Just like you've been there for us. There's 1,000 people out there that have reached out and said, you know what, we want to watch you guys. There's 1,012 people that have reached out and said, we're going to be there for you guys. We are going to be there for you as well. These 4 people in this room have been there for me more times than I can count, and have brought me to this show so that I can be here for the people that have subscribed and watched us. You guys have been my support in times that you don't even know about. All 3 of you in different times. And through that power and through that strength that they have given me, I can be there for you guys. We, as a group, can be there for you guys because we're not going to let any one of us fall. We're going to hold each other up. Surround yourself with people you care about and who will support you. If they're not there in the bad times, they shouldn't be there in the good times.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen. I love that. Well, listen, just to put a little bow on this, and thank you, Derek.
Mm-hmm.
That is reciprocal. Because you have been there through my lowest lows. You've seen my wiener so many times.
Oh, my Lord.
The smallest of smalls and the largest of large.
That's it. But for real, social anxiety, it doesn't have to define you guys. It's just part of your story. And if someone like me, who sings, performs, interviews guests, clowns around with you knuckleheads each week, if I can live with it and still show up, so can you.
Mind over matter most of the time.
Yeah. So
most of the time, not all the time.
Here's your midweek motivation. You don't have to be fearless and brave. Show up anyway. Be awkward if you need to be.
Amen.
Be real. That's more than enough. And I love you. Shameless plug. Shameless plugs is coming. Is up now. Very, very quickly. Does anyone?
Chris Maloney's butt.
Yeah, was that a shameless plug, Brad?
I shouldn't have put that button so close. Anybody have any shameless plugs?
You should change the end credits to just Chris Maloney's butt.
Okay, maybe
that's
next
my shameless
episode.
plug.
Okay, thanks, Jordan.
That's what I have to say.
Anybody else very quickly?
No.
Make sure you support local. Make sure you support Kevin McLaughlin as he goes to the UK and represents the United States as a local musician.
USA
in the UK.
Really?
USA in the UK.
ROCK in the
Well, Kevin
UK.
McLaughlin represents the whole of America.
He does. He really does. Also, make sure you support the local musicians. We've got Kevin McLaughlin.
The Loca.
The
musicians.
Loca. I didn't say Loca. But yeah,
words in his
the
mouth.
local
Loca.
and the Loca musicians. Brad Brock, Kevin McLaughlin, Paul Robertson, all of our friends that support us. Make sure you check us out. Make sure you check them out.
And check out their butts.
Check out their
Check out their
butts.
butts.
Tell us what you think.
Yeah.
Then
Oh my god,
on a
friend
on a
butt
scale of
contest.
on a scale of 1 to 10, what are they compared to Chris? What's Maloney? Whatever his fucking name
Chris
is.
Maloney, you got
Chris
it.
Maloney. Let's have that game, Brad. You know how to do it.
Yeah, you got to get photos
Check
of all
us
your
out.
friends' butts. It's not weird.
Check
It's
us out.
not weird.
Social anxiety trigger.
It's a good test.
But no, support our local musicians. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. BradBrock.com will show you the best one-man band show that I've ever witnessed. He plays like 4-5 different instruments on
It's a
his.
lot.
He plays
And
a
there's a
lot of
live
shit.
24/7 calf cam.
And
Yeah.
live 24/7 calf cam.
Ask him to see his calves, you'll be blown away.
and it's not
on my
animals.
OnlyFans page.
OnlyFans, $5 a month. It's
Yeah.
fucking great.
It's a whole cow.
It's the whole cow.
Check out our friends at Drums and Rums podcast. They do everything.
Is
that
Drums
you-
and Rums back?
They coming back.
They coming back.
Okay.
Baby. Coming back, baby. But definitely check out our friends that support us. Support local. Come see me in Stewart. If you want to know, direct message me. I don't want to talk about it online.
Slide into them DMs.
Slide into my DMs, yo.
For free food?
For free food. I will give you an appetizer if you find where I'm working and come to see me.
It's like, where's Waldo? Where's Derek?
Yes.
Oh, apparently I need to catch up on the tea.
It's in Stewart, I promise.
What's the tea?
It's you know where I'm at. But
Oh my God, we got to catch up on the team. Not here.
check
Jesus.
Brad Brock out this weekend. Check him out at the farmers market. He's
Derek, you're giving me social anxiety right now.
social anxiety. I'm just trying to plug my best friend and the
That's gay.
starter of this show. I don't want to butt plug him. I just want to plug him.
My butt plug.
My shameless butt plug is
Fucking
for
Spider-Man, goddamn
bradbrock.com. Enjoy
This is
the
what
drinks.
happens.
Jesus.
Captain Caveman. Here we are.
Thank you, Derek. That was wonderful.
Captain-
I appreciate that. Nobody
Captain
else has any shameless plugs?
Cocktail.
Good. I'm going to very quickly get through mine.
Fuck you.
I do want to spend a little bit of time talking about our website, jncpodcast.com. It's
Play
a
the
great
game.
site. It's interactive. You can watch the show live there and simultaneously play in the arcade. You can read our recap blog. So if you're just sitting on the toilet and you don't want to make any noise, you just want to read what we've been doing, the recap blog is awesome. It totally recaps each episode. You could read it in 5 minutes and you get a whole gist of what we're doing. So go and read those. Use your skills. Jesus.
Read a book.
Yeah. And if you find something interesting, watch the episode. But it's a great way to catch up. So check out the recap blog on our website. You can listen and watch and do all your things there. Hell, there's even an on-air light that turns on when we're live.
You worked hard on that light.
I really worked hard on that light. It actually works. It's on
heard the
right now.
struggle.
It's on right now. If you go to jncpodcast.com, you'll see our faces streaming and you'll see the on-air light. Man, that did take. So go check it out. Obviously, it looks best on a computer or a tablet, but all the info there is on the mobile site as well. So show us some love on our website. Big shout out to our sponsors and partners at Leak Busters Roofing, The Bug Juice, and Code RUM. Check out Drums and Rums, as Derek mentioned, Riffs and Rhythms, the Al Beltran podcast, 561 Music, Nia's My Rum Diaries, Ghost on the Ox, Jaybird.
Kiss Jaybird.
Jesus.
It's over there. Kiss Jaybird. Our keg sponsor this month of April. June sponsorship is open and up for grabs. So if you got a business or a project that you're working on and you want to promote, reach out. It's a $100 sponsorship, one single Benjamin, and there's a bunch of ways to get that done. So hit me up. If you love what we do, throw us $5 a month at our Patreon page. You can find links to all this stuff at jncpodcast.com. Go to the website. My God. I see how many visitors we get. Just go and check it out. There's so many cool things on that website. It's really awesome. And if you have any suggestions, what do you want on there? What would make you go there daily? I want to know. Come see me, as Derek mentioned, perform around town in my one-man band. You can find out at bradbrock.com. And that's the shameless plugs. Any shameless plugs, Elly?
No.
All right. All right, friends. Well, I hope you all enjoyed our show tonight. Thank you so much again for pushing us through 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. It really is a dream come true. Give it up for the crew. Jordyn! Dare Bear! And Eleanor.
Dare Bear? That's new.
Dare Bear.
I like it, but that's new.
Derelish.
Good. Listen, you guys, details coming soon about our 1,000 subscriber party. We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure out what we're going to do. But until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Broadcasting live from the legendary JNC Lounge, I'm Brad Brock. Derek can't hang his headphones up.
Oh, no.
We love you. Good night.
I'm amazed. How did this all live like this way?